Hey, good evening, friends, fans, well wishers, watchers from Nigeria, across Africa, and around the world. My name is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International, broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, United States of America. Good day, good day. Thank you for your usual support. In fact, I went through a review process yesterday to see the massive support coming from you guys on TikTok and YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and all other platforms where we air our broadcast. I am deeply and sincerely humbled and profoundly appreciative of what you guys are doing. Yes, it is raging in Nigeria now, but still not where we want it yet. Yes, but we are cautiously optimistic about the direction we are heading, regardless of all the obstacles, the threats, and the use of lethal force against the defenseless and innocent protesting youths and people of Nigeria in general. We are not going to bow to this force of darkness. But before I proceed, I want to read from a prepared speech, something that I had written yesterday about what the people of Nigeria must do right now, going forward. The list of irresponsible Nigerians that the people of Nigeria, yes, especially the youths, I want them to be more strategic with their approach in this whole thing because of what is unfolding right now. Now, what they are trying to do is to use a maximum force, to quell the rebellion so that everybody will go home as before. But I tell you, guys, you have to be more strategic. If you have friends from Kenya, talk to them about how they have been succeeding the siege that Ruto had laid for them and how they brought him on his nose. So we can do this whole thing. There's one thing I'm not liking, the looting of stores. I don't like that at all. That is not supposed to be part of the strategic agenda of achieving the results that we want. We want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to run away from Nigeria. We want him and all the rogues that he brought into the political atmosphere in Nigeria, those existing before, and the traditional rulers, the drivers of evil corporate Nigeria. We want all of them to be on their heels. But the way to do it is not to start looting people's store, so that we don't deflate the goodwill that we enjoy from people in Nigeria and around the world. Please, if you're a young man, young woman listening to me, I know things are tough, very tough, just the same way. We feel it exactly the same way it is happening. I'm broke right now because I've given everything that I have. Up to yesterday, when some people called me that they didn't have food to eat, they were crying with children and all that, I had to empty my wallet and just let them have it. Right now, I don't have a dime to my name, but it's okay. That is part of the life I live as a Rasta and as a revolutionary. But please, let us refrain from looting people's stores. There are people like us, there are sufferers like us, especially in a country where we do not have insurance, to cover us for losses like that. Please, let us be kind to one another, because this is not a time for us to be fighting each other, destroying our own private properties. No, it's not a good thing. Please, if we can just exercise some restraint, with that, I will most happily appreciate that. The enemies are the targets that we should be focusing on. If you go and loot Buhari's house, that is okay because he's a thief. He stole everything from Nigeria. If you loot Bola Tinubu's house, nobody is going to kill you for doing that because he's a big thief. If you loot what is his name, Akpabio's house, That would be a great job, that you did. But don't go and start looting the homes and the businesses of sufferers like you. It doesn't make you look nice. I don't care what your anger is, Yeah, people are hungry and everybody is hungry. And that is why let us focus and not distract ourselves, in order that we'll not be able to achieve our goal. All right, let's go. The irresponsible persons. Nigerians must arrest immediately for prosecution if they are serious and mean the business of halting the dangerous slide to a catastrophic end of Nigeria. Patriotic citizens in Nigeria, please unite in your numbers against evil and muster the people's power and courage to look for people like Muhammadu Buhari, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Godwill Akpabio, Yeson Wike, Kashim Shetima, Umar Ganduje, Hope Uzodinma, Dave Umahi, Meli Kyari, all serving and past state governors, speakers of the state and national assemblies since 1999, all serving members of the National Assembly, Supreme Court judges, all security chiefs since the past 8 years, all high-profile traditional rulers and religious leaders who brought this evil upon Nigeria, and all big players in the organized criminal corporate Nigeria, including Aliko Dangote, yes, who conspired to put Nigeria on this path to destruction, and arrest them for prosecution for their crimes against the Nigerian humanity. Please, again, please stop looting ordinary Nigerian citizens' businesses and private property. I feel so sick right now after hearing that idiot called Akpabio said that they will be eaten while the people of Nigeria are protesting. This is the worst. This is the worst insult any people can receive. It is time for us to get up and stand up. We are hungry. We are hungry. We should be angry and focus on those who are who brought this hell upon our people. It's not time for us to be fighting one another. We should be united by this pain. We should be united by our hunger. We should be united by the insecurity. We should be united by lack of access to opportunity. Yes, so we must be strategic. We must be strategic in doing what we are doing. We must be strategic in taking our country back. We must be very careful in order not to inflict more injuries on our own selves. Yes, we are about getting the job done. The only thing that is left for us now is to stay focused. We must stay focused on this mission. We must not allow anything to distract us. They will come with food as usual because they know that is why I'm telling you they created this hunger in order for us to be controlled. So wherever they dangle the food is where we run to, and then we get distracted and lose focus of the prize. The ultimate thing is to bankrupt and dismantle the Nigerian political system and chase all its members away from Nigeria. You get that? That is all. You have a right to do that. Okay, they said you elected them, but they are not doing what you elected them to do. Now they are in a conspiracy against you to destroy you, and they have done a great job at that. So what do you have left? What do you have to be afraid of? Yes, the army that cannot fight Boko Haram. Boko Haram has taken the army that cannot fight Boko Haram. Boko Haram has taken all over the forests across Nigeria and farmland. All over the forests across Nigeria and farmlands. They did not see any reason, which means they are part of it, to deploy the soldiers into our forests to bring those who are threatening our safety, national security, and the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Nigeria. Now, ordinary people, harmless, defenseless, and innocent. Now the power of the national militia that they call Nigerian army has suddenly quadrupled. What a disgrace. What a shame. So this is why we must get more strategic. You know who the chief of army staff is. He has children. You know who the chief of defense staff is. He has children. If they start killing you, the young people of Nigeria, from what you were telling me, if they start killing you, their children have no right to enjoy peace. Their children have no right to enjoy safety. Their children have no right to enjoy security. So this is why you must be strategic. Don't put yourself in a manner that they will continue to kill you. You have a right to self-defense. This is what it is. These people need to be taught a lesson. Now they are driving this struggle to become. This is what it is. These people need to be taught a lesson. Now they are driving this struggle to become. Continue to harm us without our response. Yes, we know all their accomplices. We know their homes. That is what the Kenyan youths did. And they beat a retreat. The right to protest is a basic human right. The right to freedom of expression is a basic human right. Nobody has the power or the right to take it away from you the way they are doing it. So this is the reason why we, the people of Nigeria, this is the reason why the young people of Nigeria must get more strategic now. And I'm calling all my diaspora people, because we have always played a huge role. How much are we doing to support what is taking place at home towards ending the siege on our country and its people? We hear the criminal, the rogue, occupying the presidency, the presidential seat of Nigeria, is going to be making an address tomorrow. But my advice to him is to leave Nigeria, because that is the only way we can begin to find solution to the problem that he created. Within 1 year, he ran the economy down. Within 1 year, he ran the infrastructure down. Within 1 year, he destroyed our educational system. Within 1 year, he ran the education, healthcare delivery aground. Yes, and they now are able to steal and travel out. Within 1 year, just as all these things are getting worse, they purchased a brand new aircraft for him. Aircraft for him when millions, I'm talking about 250 million Nigerians, are not able to feed up to 2 times in a day. Most families go to the bed on empty stomachs. I saw a woman called me, asking me for help. After she told me what she and her children were going through, I broke down in tears. This woman had her children. She told me that she didn't know how to explain to the children about what was going on. So she kept telling them that they were fasting, their church program, so that those children will calm down. You imagine what children are going through in Nigeria. Yes, their mom had to lie to them that it was a church program, that they were fasting. How long is she going to support that lie? She called me crying. What can I do? Anything you can do, please help me. Me that is speaking right here, my bank account in Nigeria has been frozen. I am not able to even help people as much as I used to. I use third parties to send money to people. And then you know what that means. Sometimes those people feel like you are bothering them. I feel it too. Like, okay, I don't want to be going through this. But the other person at the other end is dying of hunger. Yes, this is how sad the situation in Nigeria has gotten. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate all of you who are following me and those who are sharing this message. Please do this, the least you can do to help Nigeria. It doesn't matter whether you are a Nigerian or not, you are an African or not. Share this message, please. And for those who are joining us, we thank you. What we are talking about is Nigeria. Nigeria is in a dire strait. Nigeria is in a dire trouble. The country is collapsing. Hunger is finishing the people. Insecurity, nowhere, no reprieve, nowhere to turn to. And upon that, they are deploying the army to kill hungry people, kill insecure people for raising their voice, for asking questions. Why are we suffering in the midst of plenty? Nigeria is the 6th largest producer of oil. Nigeria has the highest amount of gas deposit. Yes, Nigeria has everything to be a heaven. But a few people with their international collaborators have decided to destroy the country. A few Nigerians have decided to destroy their own country. A few Nigerians are doing this. They are worse than what the British imperialists did to Africa. They are worse than what the colonial masters did. A people who will destroy their people. And these people are less than, how many? They are less than 1% of the entire country's population. But they have been able to emasculate the people mentally and physically through poverty. And to the extent that the people find it so difficult to rise. For once, they found the muscle, they found the willpower to get up. And once again, they are beating them down. Remember in 2020, precisely October 20th, 2020, these young people came out, they call it NSAS. And then they killed over 200 of them. Yes, and then kept them in mortuaries with nobody knowing what happened to them. Until last year, they buried them in a shallow mass grave. This is a country, Nigeria. Nobody has been held accountable. And we say we have the United Nations. We have the International Criminal Court. You take these matters to them, they don't do a damn thing. So what are they calling for? The people need to use jungle justice to solve their problems. That is where we are heading right now. We cannot sit in one place, an army that we clothe, an army that we arm, we buy everything for them, being used to kill us because some of their commanders are stupid. And then the men are in those armies are our brothers and sisters. They suffer the same fate that we are suffering. They give them this AK-47 and they stupidly be killing our people. What kind of nonsense is that? Yes, I want to see an army that will stop receiving commands from these criminals who have been paid. Yes, that is why it is important to remind the Chief of Defense Staff, whatever he calls himself, Victor Musa, and Taorid Lagbaja, the so-called rogue Chief of Army Staff, that they should remember their children as they are deploying soldiers to kill our people. Because it could be their children that would be receiving the bullets. Yes, nobody has a right to kill. The right to life is sacrosanct. It's basic. It's a basic human right. You cannot, under any guise, come and be taking the lives of innocent and defenseless young people of a country. It doesn't happen anywhere but Africa. It's not happening anywhere but in Nigeria. What kind of nonsense is this? And this is the reason why now our people must say no. You elders who have kept quiet, you corrupt elders who have kept quiet while the country is raging, you elites, yes, you intelligentsia, where are you? Yes, where are all of you? You are quiet because you are part of the problem. Now, when the fire starts burning, like it's about to start burning, where will you hide? Nobody is going to have a hiding place. And this is the reason why everybody must step out now and end this evil. You are aware how this man came into power. We don't know anything about him. His date of birth is unknown. His origin is unknown. Everything about him is a lie. Yes. And we kept quiet. Like people who were on drugs, that like our people were drugged. Nobody is able to stand up. Our court system messed up. The armed forces messed up. Everybody is like under the influence of something to the extent that they cannot ask questions anymore. Everybody is in fear. Everybody is afraid. Boko Haram is attacking the northeast. Fulani bandits are all over the country, harassing, raping, kidnapping, robbing, killing, and selling body organs of our people. Yes. What kind of country is this? I don't think Colombia was as bad as Nigeria is right now, when the whole world was crying and shouting. Yes, Colombia is a child's play from what is taking place in Nigeria now. Within a space of 8 years of the rule of a political party they call APC, a terrorist organization that fronts as a political party in Nigeria, has come to destroy our country. The people of the world, the people of Nigeria, what are we doing? What are we doing? We must wake up. We must get up. We must stand up. If we don't, right now, if we don't, our country will be gone. We are about to lose Nigeria. Nigeria is about to be lost. And we should not fold our arm and allow this evil to take over. Yes, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, your best bet is to leave Nigeria, because you do not have the monopoly of violence. The army that you are using is supposed to be the army of Nigeria. Yes, the army you are using is supposed to be the army of Nigeria, not your own private army. Yeah, because the commanders of the Nigerian army have lost their mind. They have lost their understanding of their constitutional role. It is in your best interest to leave Nigeria now. It is in your best interest, because what you are looking for is just what it is that you are about to start getting. All of us will not fold our arms and for you to start cutting our young people down. Yes. Nigerians, we warned you. We warned you before we got here, but nobody was ready to listen. But now we are here. What are you willing to do? Are you going to give up your country? Are you going to give up your country? Are you going to let terrorists take over your country? Are you going to allow bandits run your country? Are you going to allow a drug dealer sink your country? A drug dealer, a certificate forger, and an identity thief paired with a terrorist. Yes, you want them to wreck your country. Yes. If Nigerians don't start catching animals like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yes, on Wiki, Dave Umahi, we will be in trouble. We will be in trouble. This cannot. Imagine Akpabio with audacity telling Nigerians that while they are protesting, they will be eaten. Serious? We must end this evil in Nigeria now. And it's not going to take only me. I'm just one person. It's going to take a concert of all Nigerians to come together. And I'm calling on the diaspora, because it looks like we kind of slacked about what our love for Nigeria is beginning. You know, a lot of people don't care anymore about Nigeria. Are you tired? Are you tired? Can you be tired of standing up for your country? Yes. I remember 5 years ago, as if I knew what was about to happen to Nigeria, I contacted some of my diaspora counterparts and told them, before we have another election, let us come up with something to find a way to wake up our people so they know the importance of their votes, so they won't be selling them. I propose that 3,000 Nigerians from around the world come up with 3,000, those who can afford it, those who could afford it. Let us contribute $3,000 each. If we contribute $3,000 each, 3,000 Nigerians, that would be $9 million US. And when you convert it into the Nigerian currency, it's a lot of money. We could do a lot of sensitization and the education of the people. And how many people contributed? Only me and the other person, one young man in China. That was it. The rest of Nigerians turned their backs. But we are very good at sharing messages on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and talking about how bad things are in Nigeria, talking about the solutions. If you can think it and you cannot do it, it's as good as nothing is being done. So this is what this moment calls for right now. Let us do something now. The people at home are weak. They are so weak. They are significantly weak. They are significantly so weak. Not by their choice. A man who is hungry doesn't have a lot of choices. A man who is sick does not have a lot of choices. A man who is emasculated does not have a lot of choices. A man who does not understand his basic human right does not have a lot of choices. A man who has no voice, a man who is powerless, a man who is economically disenfranchised cannot stand up against the monsters with all the money that they stole from our commonwealth to say anything to them. And this is where we in the diaspora should make the difference. Once again, I am calling you, stop posting, stop writing. Let's take action. Let us contribute whatever we can to wake our people up against these monsters. These people at home need our confidence. We are the only one they look up to right now. I know millions of us who are outside Nigeria. I know how many calls we receive every day from family members, from friends, and even from people we don't know. I have dealt with so many people that I don't know who seek one type of help or the other because of the hardship at home. Why can't we find a way to get something done? The few times we have tried to come together, people come with the same foolish mindset that we have in Nigeria. They come with their tribe. They come with religion. They come with all kinds of nonsense. Now our country is about to fall apart. And the only thing that we can do is to support. The only thing we can do is to unite. We are lucky that the evil men at home, they cannot reach us with their evil machines. We have the freedom, we have the safety, we have the security we need to organize and get things done. We are the only ones that they are scared of. Yes, I remember when the Igbos started dealing with politicians from their places. When they come to places, they embarrass them. It cured some diseases. So this is why we must stand up for these people at home. They need us. They need us. They need us beyond writing and posting, sharing nonsense about the state of Nigeria. Well, after sharing it, you go to bed and then you don't do anything. What sense does it make? They need us. They need us. Now, let me talk to those in Nigeria. Those who think that this is a tribal thing. Those who think that this is a religious thing. Those who decided that they are not going to participate in the efforts to free their country. I speak to some Igbo people, yes, who are saying that it's not their business, that the Igbos have suffered enough in Nigeria, and they won't bring out their head again. Your condition is going to get worse. This is a moment you ought to have demonstrated leadership. This is a moment you ought to be at the forefront, like it was in the past, to decisively end the discrimination against the Igbos. I expected the Igbos to come out in their millions. Even if you have to carry your Biafran flags, bring them, who cares? Bring Nnamdi Kanu's picture. This is a moment you should have used to drive your message home about the demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally or no deal. Bring your Biafran flags, who cares? Bring it, because that's part of the problem. because Nigeria does not want you. Now you won't tell them that, okay, here we are. You are listening to Iwayanwu's, but Iwayanwu is dead now. He's gone. The logic you are selling is most stupid. It's most retarded. In Nigeria is what you have right now. You don't have your Biafra yet for you to start talking about Biafra. You are still inside Nigeria. Where does your Biafran passport take you? It can't take you anywhere. You are listening to that crazy guy they call, what is he called? The one in Finland. Yes. The one who is crippling the economy in the southeast of Nigeria. I'm talking about Ekpa. Yes. Yes, as much as you like him. I want Biafra. If that's what you people want. Because you have a right to it. But there is a time to draw a line. There is a time to draw a line. There is a time to draw a line. The Igbo man, you are sensible. Use your sense very well. This is not one of those times. Staying away is not helping you. Some people were eating chicken and calling it that is how they protest. You are stupid. Now, I talk to the Yoruba people. Yoruba people, you think this whole thing is about defending a tribe. You're defending your tribe. Your governor of Ogun State is a criminal who went to prison here in the United States. Google him now if you're a Yoruba person. Google Dakpo. Abiodun Dakpo. Google his name. You'll find his jail record. You should be ashamed that is the person you put in front as your governor of Ogun State that made it impossible for you to come out. If you really wanted to come out, you people from Ogun State, you would come out. If you people from Ogun State wanted to come out to protest, you would protest. They said he deployed soldiers, he deployed police, he brought vigilantes and thugs, really, in defense of a criminal. If a criminal is the best the Yoruba race can produce as the president of Nigeria, I feel so sad about that. Your traditional rulers are some of the most corrupt people, very tribalistic. I have a lot of good friends who are Yorubas, real good friends. We talk about all these things all the time. They explain their frustration with some of their traditional rulers and some of their elites. The elites of of the Yoruba race, are misleading the Yoruba people. Yes. So when are we going to end this whole nonsense of vengeance here and there? Yes. No. So please, it's time. It's time. Let us wake up. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria belongs to all of us. It's because of our silence. Our silence is the reason. A few people. It's because of our silence. Our silence is the reason. A few people, with all of us keeping quiet. We are the reason, we are the oxygen that they need to breathe. Why can't we take their oxygen away so they can wither? They will wither when we say, we see the reason to unite as Nigerians. We see the reason, we see the Nigerianness in us. We will unite and they will flee. That is what the moment calls for. Are we not tired of seeing this is a Yoruba man? Are we not this Igbo man? And then Igbo should leave Lagos. That's another thing that we are hearing, that Igbo should leave Lagos. Yeah, the corrupt Oba of Lagos. I don't know how they put criminals in charge of leadership in Nigeria. That is what we have right now at all levels and in every sector. A criminal Oba of Lagos is organizing Oro in the daytime. Yes, Oro that is supposed to be done at night. Yes, because of hate for the Igbos. They put Oro in the daytime so that Igbos in Lagos will not come out to protest. Lagos is Yoruba land. Lagos is Nigerian land. It's not the Yoruba land. So if the people don't understand that kingdoms died on the day Nigeria became independent. All kingdoms in Nigeria died. and all territories became Nigerian territories. I don't know why our people are so ignorant to not understand that. Truly, what is the role of a traditional ruler in a present-day presidential system of government in Nigeria? They have no role. That institution needs to die because they are not doing anything with it but doing wicked and corrupt things. That a Nigerian is not free to live in Lagos, and where else is he free to live in if he cannot live in Lagos? An Igbo man, because he's an Igbo man, cannot live in Lagos, in Nigerian soil. Are you crazy? So if you are one of those Yorubas who keep thinking about this, you need to cure yourself of your foolishness and ignorance. Lagos, Enugu, Kano, Sokoto, Benin, Kebbi, Katsina, everywhere. It's a Nigerian land. They are Nigerian lands. And any and every Nigerian has a right to go and live in any of those places as long as they remain law-abiding citizens of Nigeria. They must never be treated as strangers. And this is what we must address. And I think the one way to address it is to abrogate this traditional ruler business in Nigeria. They don't do anything. Their ancestors were the most wicked ancestors. They inherited the wickedness of their ancestors. Their ancestors were the ones who sold millions of our people into slavery. European and Arab slavery. 700 years of Arab slavery. Yes. And 400 years of European slavery. The traditional rulers were behind them. They were the ones who worked with their slave masters, slave merchants from the Arab world and from Imperial Europe to burn villages to catch our people as slaves. Yes. Yes, it's the traditional rulers. I don't have any respect for traditional rulers. I don't bow before them. I don't care about them. They are evil, mostly. Maybe with the exception of a few who stood out as true leaders. But for the most part, majority of traditional rulers across Africa were responsible for what happened to Africa. They were the ones who gave up their people for slavery. They were the ones who allowed imperialism without a fight. They were the ones who allowed colonialism without a fight. They were the ones who kept quiet when in 1652, some crazy people came from Netherlands to claim the ownership of South Africa. It's traditional rulers. They have never been good. They are not doing anything different from what their ancestors did. So nobody should listen to them anymore. We are in the 21st century. They are not defending our tradition. They are not protecting our tradition. The only thing that they have left is their Halloween uniforms that they wear all the time. What kind of nonsense group of people are we talking about? A traditional ruler is supposed to be one who will, protect or advance the cause of their cultural heritage. Tell me one who is doing it. Tell me one who is doing it in Nigeria. There's none. They are all politicians. Corrupt, morally bankrupt, useless band of idiots. Yes. Who needs traditional rulers? Like the Oba of Lagos or Oba anywhere. Obas who go and be begging money. Sit down, every little boy is giving. They don't even discriminate about who they take money from. They will take money from terrorists. They take money from drug dealers. They take money from armed robbers. The same thing the church pastors and imams are doing. They will pray for criminals. They will bless, give benediction to armed robbers. Yes, Nigeria is so messed up. And the moment to fix it is now. And we cannot fix it without the knowledge, without understanding our basic human rights. The right to our life, the right to choice, the right to freedom of expression, the right to freedom of association, the right to worship whatever we decide is God for us. And our worship of God must be an individual business, not a state business, that the state will be funding Hajj, funding pilgrimage to Mecca and Israel. Yes, but Africans, we don't ask ourselves questions. We go to Israel, we go to Mecca to pray to God. Yes, you buy airplane, you make provision for accommodation. You go there to blow up the economy of Saudi Arabia. Shame on none of us. We still cannot think and get it together. Why are they not coming on pilgrimage to Africa? Yes, we have more holy sites than anywhere on earth. Why are they not coming there? You go and grow the economy of Israel. You go and grow the economy of Saudi Arabia. And you come and say you are a Muslim, you are a Christian. You are an idiot because you don't know what you are doing. Yes, you don't know what you are doing. That is religious tourism. It grows the economy. Yes, what do you go there to worship? You don't even see anything that you go there to worship. All right? Nigerians, Africans, it's time for you guys, everybody, to wake up to see what is taking place. And you see the ruins that we brought upon our continent, and especially our country. A continent that has over 45% of the Earth's resources. You name it. What is not in Africa? Why is Africa not a heaven? Why is Africa not a heaven? You ask this question. Why is Africa not a heaven? With all that is endowed, why is Africa not a heaven? We have everything. We have oil everywhere in Nigeria, in Angola, everywhere in Ghana now. Yes, we have bauxite. We have lithium. We have uranium. We have diamond. We have gold. We have everything. Why are we at war since 1960s in Congo? Why is Central African Republic not settled? Why do we have terrorism in the Sahel? Why is Libya the way it is right now? We are not asking questions. Why is Libya the way it is right now? Why is Libya the way it is right now? Yes, that brings us to a very important thing. Yeah, Libya. Libya was doing very well. Yeah, Barack Obama, the child of an African. Yes, united with Nicolas Sarkozy to destroy Libya. And then they destroyed Libya. Libya will never be the same anymore. They did not just destroy Libya, they destabilized. They destabilized the entire sub-region. They destabilized. What is happening in Nigeria now is the result of the invasion of Libya by Barack Obama and Nicolas Sarkozy and the NATO and the United States. Yes. What is happening in that? Why do we have terrorism there? That's what they wanted anyway, to destabilize that region. Instead of us looking for the type of leaders who can put all these things together so we can stop this nonsense, we are lining behind bastards, terrorists, bandits, drug dealers, certificate forgers, identity thief. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was caught with drugs here, and he was prosecuted. Yes. He was prosecuted here. He went for plea bargain and paid nearly $500 in restitution. That is the man sitting on the presidency of Nigeria. And that's what the West want. Those are the type of people the West want. They don't want people like me. And it is our people, they manipulate our people not to know what to choose. That is why they are doing everything to kill Ibrahim Traore. That's why they will do everything to keep Mali destabilized. That's the reason they will do everything. They did everything to stay in Niger until the Nigerian people came together to say, no, we have had enough of you. Yes, they put their puppets, like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in positions of authority in Nigeria. They destabilize that. They are the ones. All the arms all the arms that those who were resisting them in Libya, they moved all the arms into Nigeria. I said, oh no, this thing is going to be Nigeria. And this is where we are. Nigeria has been destabilized. Yes, it is because of what they did in Libya. It's what they did in Libya. That is why Nigeria is where it is right now. That's why Nigeria has become hell. Why? It is a war for grabbing our resources. This is the reason why Nigerians, if you are not angry enough, if you are still the one sitting on the fence, I'm talking to the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas, who have been victims of subjugation for 220 years under the Jim Crow Fulani minority. Yeah, the elites of Fulanis. Yeah, I'm not saying all Fulanis. I know there are very good Fulanis. I have a lot of them working with me. But there's this an elitist class of Fulanis brought in violently by Osman Dan Fodio for 220 years. They have their Hausa people in bondage. This is the moment for you to liberate yourself and then be the Nigerians you should be. Come together. They tell them to hate, how to hate Igbos, how to hate everybody. Yes. But they deny them access to everything. Those are the people holding Nigeria hostage. They are the ones who brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu to power. Yes, their Sultan, Saad, that idiot, corrupt, very corrupt. And they say he's the head of the whole Muslims in Nigeria. He sees the moon before they can eat their ram. A corrupt man like that, you look up to him for leadership that he doesn't have. Yes, he lied to them. I hear they attacked his palace. No, they didn't attack it enough. They should take it over. He's a corrupt man with his emirs across the north. And the northern, whatever they call themselves, northern leaders. We are talking about one Nigeria. They are talking about north. North is evil. North means what? Evil. It means hate. It means ignorance. It means abject poverty. It means retardation. It means nothing good. It means people under subjugation of an elitist minority driven by feudalistic oligarchy. They need to be free. So that is why they are the reason Nigeria is stuck the way it is. They know their time is up. That's the reason they want to violently shoot up the country. Nigerians, it's time. Bola Ahmed Tinubu must go. That is what it did. So I don't recognize him as my president. The organization that I lead does not recognize him as president of Nigeria. They say he is going to address the rogue citizens of Nigeria, not me, and then not all good patriots of Nigerians who don't recognize him as their president. So we're going to be, I don't know what he has to tell them, but I'm not talk about that. So the goal is Bola Tinubu must go. Bola Ahmed Tinubu must go. He is not the president of Nigeria. And the way he came to power in Nigeria was most unconstitutional. And for that reason, we will use unconstitutional means to remove him. And the only people who can do it is you, the people of Nigeria, who are hungry and insecure now. So your hunger will not end until you do something very decisive. Borrow a leaf from the Senegalese. Borrow a leaf from the Kenyans. Borrow another leaf from the Nigerians. Borrow a leaf from the Malians. Borrow a leaf from the Burkinabes. Yes, the time to free Nigeria is now. Good night and have a good one. Bye for now.